Welcome to the official Hungarian Startup University Program, and today is the first episode of our podcast series. Hopefully, there will be more. I am very happy to have the project coordinator here with me. We are going to share more insights about the program, the meaning behind it, the goal, and how many people the program have been able to help. So, together, we welcome you, Miss Kovács Szilvia. Please introduce yourself and what is Hungarian Startup University Program?
Yes, I'm originally an economist and sociologist, but my role in this program is a project coordinator.
Okay.
The Hungarian Startup University Program started in 2020, originally in Hungarian language based, but now from autumn term, from last year, it runs in English.
Okay.
And the goal of the course is to give perspective about the startup economy and the ecosystem for the students. This is the first higher education program in this field about startups in Hungary. Nowadays, I think over 30 universities join to this program in the country, and one of them is the University of Dunaújváros, where I work.
Okay.
I teach here and I take care of this program.
Okay. So far, the program has been in operation for 5 years.
Yes, we have a kind of anniversary, we can say.
Okay.
The first year was a pilot period, and now I think the project and the program already, we can say, like matured. Based on the feedbacks of the students, based on the project results and or activity as well, I can say that now we are like on a very good and developing way.
I mean, I would have some more questions to clarify and let people really understand what this program is about. But just to understand what you've said so far, it started in Hungarian and you only introduced English a year ago. So does that mean you are attracting international students as well?
Yeah, one reason for that, of course. Also, the University of Dunaújváros has many international students from different parts of the world. So the program is open now for everyone. But maybe a more important reason for switching the language is the case that startups are for global issues and perspectives. So also startuppers, new freshman startuppers should actually speak, understand and make their research in international scales as well. So that's why it's really important to move ahead actually with the language, which also opens new doors, new partnerships, and of course global challenges as well.
I know you did your introduction telling us what the Hungarian Startup Program is, but I'm very sure there was a motivation behind it. So what would you say is or was the motivation behind the whole program? Are you trying to let students bring up their ideas to be business owners, or is just something, I mean, you are the right person to tell me what the motivation behind the whole program is.
Yeah. The center of the program is in Budapest, organized by the National Innovation Agency, and also the supporter, the financial and the conceptual support and frame comes from the National Research, Development and Innovation Agency. So there is a high level of dedication actually from the administrative, from chambers, from business and also governance side to educate people, motivate them, support, give them kind of incubator places to step into this way to become a startupper. Of course, nowadays businesses need new challenges. It's very fast what is ongoing in the financial era as well. So this is a new kind of attitude and also knowledge that is like spreading and rolling around, and we have to be part of that, and the students also has to be part of that. So the program shares knowledge, shares network, and gives opportunity and facilitate people to go ahead and know more about this and use their ideas and implement their ideas, turn them into like business services and products.
So it's been 5 years already, as you can say. I am sure when you started, there were some very great ideas. So 5 years along the line, what would you say are the impacts so far that you think this program has brought the students who were involved to their universities and to Hungary as a whole? What would you say, in summary, the impact has been so far? Maybe one or two instances or stories.
Yeah, I think there are many layers of that, kind of practical layers as well. As the program integrated in the university education system, it gives ECT points for the students. It gives opportunity for a course to take in English, which is very flexible because the program runs in an e-learning platform. So teachers are not excluded, but they are integrated in the e-learning materials, let's say. Mentors, like business heroes and other persons and cases and stories. So students get credits and grades for being part of the program based on online tests, exams, like the traditional kind of way of evaluation. On the other hand, of course, some other impacts that they work together in an intercultural base, in interdisciplinary settings, let's say. And also, I think this program challenges people's skills more than theoretical knowledge. It's more about developing their personality, their cooperation attitudes, their maintenance of keep going on, their research, and it gives a perspective how from ideas they can reach and fulfill the needs to create like product, business idea, concept, and the team as well. Because there are two terms in the program. The first is more about introducing and thinking about the startup world and familiarizing with the business era of it. The second one is more about giving practical knowledge how to build a business. And here in the second term, they work in teams with maximum 3 people altogether from different parts of the country, from different universities. They find each other based on their interest and matching, how they can cooperate for a certain goal to fulfill a project idea. So here I think, and this is another layer, they have to have one mission, and they have to go through very different kind of barriers. It could be theoretical issues, it could be private issues, it could be like project-based issues, financializing issues. So that's the kind of challenge they have to successfully at the end solve.
I get it. So my next question is going to have 2 questions in one. You were talking about challenges. So then it brings me to challenges. So there are two types or two sides of the challenges, one for you, the organizers, and one for the students. So what do you think are some challenges the organization or the program is facing and then the students are also facing? Because now I'm wondering, especially when it comes to finances, how does that evolve around for the organization and for the students as well?
My role here is administratively give a background for the project with my colleagues as well, of course, based on the application of the university to the National Innovation Agency, or concept how and what we can give locally within this national program. That is a concept that we apply with to the agency, and then we fulfill to provide the necessary infrastructure, the necessary kind of administrative background for the students to work in the product and achieve the goals of the program. Sometimes it means some empowering of the students. Sometimes it needs legal-based issues to fix, like as we work with international students, it could come up to these questions. Sometimes they need private support because there are some challenges in their life. Meanwhile, they go on with their study and with the program as well. They have to, of course, fulfill the requirements of the program. And of course, the program needs some marketing and PR activity also to motivate new students to be invited and to make them a little bit more curious and give more insights that they are really can do this. We provide background from different perspective, and if they willing to challenge themselves, challenge a topic, then we can help in that.
In that aspect. So with that being said, the Hungarian Startup University Program, there are currently students who are already doing the startup programs. What are some of the projects? Because if somebody is listening from behind, maybe they might be confused. Are we building a house? Are we making a project, like building a city? What are some of the projects? Maybe there are apps or buildings. So you can tell us a little bit about some of the projects, which ones you think you find very smart and great ideas. You can share that with us. Maybe some of us will pick inspirations from it as well.
Yeah, maybe this is the most important thing, the ID next to the person who is dedicated for that. These are really key features in a startup program. And for example, in the last semester, we had more than 100 students at the course. That means more than 100 IDs, different IDs. Of course, they pick up their IDs, or they figure out these IDs based on their own interests, professional interests, based on their private interests, a mixture of that, based on their motivation and keen to work with those ideas. Then a jury picks up potential project ideas, and we choose project owners who in the next term will be dedicated to work with their project in teams. And here, so it means we have kind of many stories with the ideas and many projects, but of course there are some highlights here as well. For example, in the very first year, we had a student, Eva Gergő, a mechanical engineer student, who at the end founded with some colleagues from other universities a startup firm, Scrapping Robotics, which is about automatization of peeling in industrial production. And that meant also like research and development for the automatization. That meant also like finding financial support and investors for their project. That meant also like networking in international expos as well. Of course, the course is the first step. Then the program is also giving this kind of networks, international networks, and invites the students to meet important people who can help, and then the projects can spread. For example, their work was very, very progressive and fast from the beginning as well. The other example that I can tell, another student who worked with the idea of remote ear, like voice-based detection of machines in the maintenance world, let's say, and their program was picked up in the proof of concept university application system as well. So from the course, the idea could go and flow to different other incubator programs as well, growing from seed to become like a project. Or even more.
So yeah, growing from seed to become a project. I don't know, you are linking your answers to my next questions. I don't know how you're doing that, but okay. So considering big and successful projects like Google, Apple, like bookings.com, Airbnb, all of this, even Yelp. Yelp is also a website in the US where you need any help, you just go there. Do you think some of these students hold the potential of one day becoming these big projects, these big names that we have? Because they at some point started like this, like Amazon, Google, we all know their stories. They started this way and now they are this way. So do you think some of these projects, based on your experience, you are the project coordinator, so you've seen some of the potential. Do you think we should be expecting a big project from the Hungarian Startup University Program?
I believe without the program we don't have or have less chance for that. So this is a frame, and of course like all students who are interested in the course, on one hand, of course, fulfill the requirements, the basis of this university program. On the other hand, it is also a filtering system, which means the very best ideas, teams, project owners have more chance, of course, and they can go further. And the program, of course, has this goal to falsificate really great business achievements. Yeah. So, for example, one student of mine was over like 40 years and asked me, okay, do you really think I, as like an eldish person, can start with the startup idea? And yeah, here we have to support their belief. And not just the belief, show what the equipments we have, what the background we have, the network, infrastructure, and provide them to move on with that. Of course, I don't know how many students at the end reach the goal to have like a unicorn firm, but any kind of experience in this field, I think, is something value adding to their professional and private profile. I'm really sure of that. Only 1 or 2% of the startups can survive and they really go to more long term or to exit. But national business startup network with mentors, with venture capital institutions, and to other investors.
Okay, so just to clarify it, when are they normally open? Is it the beginning of the academic year or every academic year, or there are specific times where the opening will be up for people to join?
Yeah, they can join always in the autumn term in September, and they have to plan like a 1-year program. That's what is kind of preferred.
Great, wonderful. We've actually had a very good conversation in the Hungarian Startup Program. So to end our conversation, I need your last words for, again, two group of people. One, new students who are interested to join. What are your final words to them as a project coordinator? And two, the students who are already in the program, what would you say to motivate them to keep them going?
Yeah, actually, I can share my own experience, a story concerning how I used to be a startupper and why I started to work here as a project coordinator in the program. So I had a friend from my grammar school, and we kept the contact and met several times after our school years. And once she invited me to her business idea and asked my help to produce a presentation, be part of the pitch, go to the front of the venture capital challenges to help her to develop the idea and get some financial support for the realization. And it was really challenging, and I enjoyed pretty much the work together. And we actually won the selection process, like 15 million forints as an invest. But at the point when the money was in, started the conflicts and negotiation between the share and the ownership on the company and the founding of the company. And actually I was excluded. I was a loser in that scene, and there were like also, of course, private kind of strategy at the end to pushed out from this business. And it was really a very interesting experience to go through. And this I wanted to turn into something where I can, like from professional perspective, not anymore as a private person, help other people to reach this kind of points, and of course to solve these kind of conflicts and be smart to be able to go on with the ideas, with the relations, with the work as well. So for new students, I can say, yeah, failures for sure will come, but you can be resilient and go and move ahead. And it's more important, I think, to gain the experience and develop yourself to be able to move on with any kind of experience. And for the students, they are already part of the program. It's really something like intellectual adventure, what it could give. And of course, it moves into more like real financial impacts and benefits as well.
Mm-hmm.
If not from the project or from the selling of the startup thing, but I could also, based on this experience, invited this knowledge and turn into project management issues. And at the end, of course, that also means it's part of my professional development and career as well.
Just to finish it, I mean, thank you very much for all the elaboration. I have been to the workshop before, and one of the major themes in the workshop was to embrace yourself for failure. And then you did mention that too. So are you saying that the possibility of an idea or project failing is high, but that shouldn't be the reason to resent back? That actually should be the motivation to keep moving, yes?
Yes, I think this is something we have to learn. Probably it's not a popular idea, but a very, very fruitful, can be very blooming, I would say.
Okay, I got it. Thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate you coming to give us the enlightenment about the Hungarian Startup University Program. This will be the end of today's episode. So what would be your final last words as a project coordinator in general? Any last words?
Yeah. Being part of the program means or needs hard work. Without that, I think you can't do and challenge or move ahead with your dreams.
Okay, that will be the end for the first episode. There will be more episodes coming, hopefully with the program startuppers. Until then, it's your boy Jeffrey Remeses Akosa. Bye.